Okay, my name's Caroline and I'm a skin picker. That's been true since I was about 4 years old. I started with very aggressive nose picking and nail biting. I remember being in a department store at 5 years old and having blood on my clothes because I had bit my fingernails so bad my grandmother was horrified. I got chicken pox. I picked at them for a year. I started sores in my head. One day I realized, wow, I could make sores. I remember having the conscious thought. I sucked my thumb until I was in 5th grade, and it transferred to skin picking. And it got so aggressive at that point that I was ridiculed by my peers for that and plenty of other things. And by the time I was 13 and 14, I was spending, up to a couple of hours in the mirror each day, extracting things from my face. And I remember, I bought cover-up, and I remember watching the bleeding go through, and through the cover-up, and just thinking, oh my God, this is not working. But I continued, 15, 16, it was insane. I would not go to parties. I would not meet commitments, and I would cover myself as much as I could. And living in Southern California, I think that was sometimes conspicuous. I was also a dancer, so I was expected to show up in a leotard and tights on a daily basis. And I broke those rules, and I did not say why. I did not tell my teachers why, and I caught heat for that. When I went to college, I started using drugs to deal with my problems. And I did that in addition to picking for about 6 years, and then I decided that that was not what I wanted, and so I put that down and I started being involved with a 12-step program. But I still picked. And when I put those drugs down, the picking got worse like it had been when I was a teenager. And I also pick my nose. And when I pick my nose, I don't pick it a little. I will keep sores going inside my nose, and I've given myself a lot of bloody noses, like multiple times in a day. And I just told a room of several hundred people that I pick my nose till it bleeds. I've been an equal opportunity picker. I would then pluck. I mean, I inside my ears, inside my nose, in my scalp, on my face, on my back, I'm very flexible. I've plucked at hairs, all of my leg hairs for hours on end. I cannot tell you. If somebody would hold a gun up, if someone had held a gun up to my face and said, if you pick it yourself, I will shoot you. I swear to you, I would have died. Because 5 minutes later, I would have just done it. I was powerless to stop this. And I went to talk therapy. Obviously, I tried drugs, none of them pharmacological. I went to the OCD Center in Los Angeles, and I sat in group like my life depended on it for about 5 months, and I got a lot of tools, and I can tell you it got a lot better. And I knew the things to do, and I understood the protocols, and I could have been my own therapist, but it really didn't matter how much I knew. I needed a power greater than myself because I was powerless. And so last year, my daughter was 5 years old. My grandmother was a picker. She taught me to pick. My mother was a picker, and my daughter was biting her nails and picking her nose. And her mommy was picking right in front of her. And so I started going to Obsessive Skin Pickers Anonymous, which isn't really a going to, it's more of a participating in. It's an international online fellowship. And I got a sponsor that knew my stuff. She knew how to tell me what to do and when to do it. And I decided to listen to that woman, and I did what she said. And I'm free. I've been participating with that fellowship for 6 months. I've picked, maybe 50 spots in 6 months. Only about 6 days in 6 months have I picked, and at one point I had 99 days. And I'm engaged to be married, and the only reason I say that is because I had to try on wedding dresses 4 times in bright lights with my mother and the shop girl and the girlfriends, and I did not once think about, what does my skin look like? Are people gonna see it? What's this girl gonna think? What's my mom gonna think? Is she gonna be embarrassed? She's been horribly upset by my skin picking throughout my life. And I don't have to think about what dress. I mean, because I was gonna quit every single day. I was never gonna do it again. And no matter the most important events, it would be 5 days. Oh, I can heal, I've got 4 days left. Oh, I can heal, I've got 3 days left. And I would never make it. And the pictures would look terrible every time. And it's not like that. My wedding dress is not cut to here. I will not be wearing a white lace burqa to my wedding. It's strapless. And I have faith that I may not be pick free between this day and that day, but I have the tools that if I start, I will stop, I will breathe, I will pray, I will call another skin picker, I will leave the room, I will drop to my knees and scream and cry before I engage in those behaviors again, because it is not an option. I would have a lifetime back if I could take that self in the mirror in the night back, but I can't. And so for my daughter and for my grandmother who never stopped, I'm gonna keep doing this one day at a time. Thank you so much.